Hey guys, it's Goldcobra here again, and this time we're asking, is it dangerous to stack your gold and silver too quickly? Watch through this video and see how this little pile of 1 week stacking more than doubled. Hi guys, here we are, about 3 weeks in on the stacking, and this is where we began. We had a few of them. We had about three 1 ounces and 3 sovereigns, and this is what we've built up so far in the next couple of weeks. Now, as I say, here's the question: is it actually dangerous to stack too quickly? And the answer is probably yes. But before I go into that, I want to apologise to everyone for my first video. First time on YouTube, first time doing a video, and I used my iPhone and it was shambolic. So we've upgraded a little bit. I've got an old GoPro which I'm using, so hopefully this will be a bit better. And don't forget, help me along and I'll give you loads of good content. Do subscribe, like, share, all that business. But anyway, getting back to business. As I've found out in the last couple of weeks, stacking gold and silver can actually be quite addictive. So I started off saying, yep, gonna stack a little bit of silver, gonna stack a little bit of gold, and this is where it carried on to. I mentioned in my last video, I got right into the queen beasts and the Tudor beasts, and that's where things started sort of going a bit silly for me. So there's the gold completer of the queen beast, and again, it's a beautiful coin, and why wouldn't you want to have that in your stack? Same as the Britannias, 1 ounce of fine gold. You know, it is an absolutely fabulous coin. The DL on it is unbelievable, and yeah, absolutely you're going to want it. But these all cost money, and it adds up pretty quick. And then I carried on by deciding, yep, I'll get a 1 kilo completer coin from the Queen Beast. The problem was, I spoke to Backyard Bullion and said, look, I'm trying to get hold of one, can you help me out? And he said, yeah, I'll have a look around for you, but they are hard to get. I then also went on the silver forum, which I rate very highly, and I will get back to you on that one and tell you more about it. And I spoke to someone there, and they put me on to the right person, and someone there had one. Meanwhile, Backyard Bullion got back to me and said, yep, I found you one. So I'm a man of my word and man of honour, and, you know, obviously Backyard Bullion had gone out of his way to source me one. So I bought that one, and I bought the other one from the silver forum. So this is how quickly you start adding up with things, and these aren't cheap, and the premiums are high. So it's all about understanding premiums and what value you're actually getting for your money. And then we move on, because I didn't stop there. And this is all, as I say, in a period of about 3 weeks in total. Excuse me. We went on to the Tudor beast because that's the way it was going to go. And I'd already mentioned in my last video, I got 2 1 ounce Tudor beasts there. And then I picked up the 10 ounce silver Tudor beast Lion of England. And again, these are beautiful pieces. They are absolutely marvellous. Lovely to hold, good weight, clean, nice. But I'm now paying premiums. But it gets worse than that. I also got the Yale, which obviously if you're going to get one, you might as well get the other. But because I couldn't find any bullion 1 ounce Tudor beast, which is what I wanted to do, get the whole collection, I ended up buying proofs. Now proofs, you pay even more of a premium, and yes, they are a better quality coin, but you need to start thinking about, are you collecting or are you stacking? And it's understanding the difference in collecting and stacking. Now, if you're stacking, you're basically hoarding gold and silver, or not hoarding, but stacking gold and silver for the future, for your kids, just to hold on to and let it keep up as a hedge against inflation. If you're collecting, it's what they call it, numismatics, and and that's where you're actually collecting the coins and maybe hoping the value goes up on the coins and then cashing in on that maybe, or just as a collector holding on to those coins forever and a day. So this is where, as it's come into the new year, I've had to make a decision, and there's more than this that I've bought, and my next video I will show you everything I bought in 1 month. But it is new year now, and I've come to a decision that I'm going to have to think about what I'm going to do. So the way I plan it is I will get the 1 ounce gold. All right, so the Britannias, 1 a year. Any completer coin, say if there is one for the Tudor Beast, I shall do that. As I say, it's an amazing coin. And obviously I will collect the Tudor Beast, so I know exactly what I'm going to buy next year in the way of 1 ounce gold bullion. And I will also buy sovereigns, and the reason for that, extremely popular, extremely easy to move, and I love them. I think they're great coins, and they've been going for a couple of 100 years now plus, and absolutely great to collect, or stack should I say. Because the problem comes that if you don't make those sort of decisions and you don't do what people say, which is build it on a monthly, build it slowly, you will run into problems. Is this an addictive thing? Yeah, if you're not in control, absolutely it's addictive. So how are you going to control it? It is by making those decisions. It is by planning what you're going to spend each month. So I've now put myself a budget each month that I'll spend. It's still a fair budget. I can still get the sort of things I want to get, but that's what I'm going to do. And what is the problem? If you haven't got a load of money in the bank, what is the problem with stacking it too fast? Well, you need cash to pay your bills. You can't, unfortunately, pay it with gold and silver directly. You can't go to your landlord or your mortgage company and say, look, got a kilo coin here, can I pay this month's mortgage? I think you'll probably find the answer is no. And then you've got to think about, how do I move this stuff? If there is an emergency, how do I move it? Well, a lot of people, including myself, didn't think about that in the beginning. And that's where the danger comes in. If you don't plan it, you don't decide how you're going to do this properly, you're not going to have a clue. And this is where places like the Silver Forum comes in. I've met a load of good people on there. At the moment I'm buying. You build up reputation, you get feedback for any deals you do, and then people trust you when you're selling that it's going to be real stuff, it's going to be real gold and silver, and it's not a scam that you're trying to con them out of. But it takes time to build that reputation. So if you buy too quick and then you've got a bill you've got to pay and you can't afford to do it, you're not going to be able to move your stuff, which means it's going to sit there and you ain't going to pay your bills. And as I say, remember, this ain't financial advice from me, but this is good advice. Don't stack too fast. And remember, it is addictive. The thing is, set yourself, right, I'm going to have sovereigns, I'm going to have Britannias, I'm going to collect a collection, let's say. And you can, if you've got a bit of extra money, treat yourself now and again. That ain't a problem. But don't go crazy. And then you'll hear a lot of the guys talking about dollar cost averaging, or well, we're obviously not dealing in dollars, we're dealing in pounds. But the point is, by buying a monthly amount, your spot price is going to change up and down constantly. So if you go and spend a whole heap of money, like I have, in 1 month, and at the time when you bought it all, it was at a really high spot price, you're paying a lot of money. And then it drops, you're losing a lot of money. So is that the way to do it? No. If you buy it monthly and you slowly build your collection, it will average out to a reasonable price. And then, you know, if you come to sell or you have to sell, you're not going to lose so much money on premiums. And remember, if you're stacking proofs, are they really the way to go? I don't think so. That might be for another video. I think it's bullion all the way. Collect the bullion. It's got a value to it. Obviously, these are beautiful pieces and you are going to pay a high premium on them. especially with the silver. And then remember, with silver, you're paying VAT as well. That's another 20%. You're not going to make that money back very easily. But in the same token, it's worth having. So remember, guys, treat yourself, but add up a monthly thing. Make sure you're doing it by a budget. Anyway, look, guys, that's the end of this video from the Goldcobra. There's a lot more for me to learn, and hopefully I can pass some on to you. If you like this video, please share, like, and subscribe. Press that subscribe button. It costs you nothing, and it will just flag up new videos. My videos will get better, I promise you. This is only the second video I've ever done. It's got to be better than the first one. Anyway, let me know, and thank you very much for watching to the end.